Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to go through my top Sephora picks. Right now the Sephora holiday savings event is going on. They have Rouge, VIB, and then Insider. So I'm a Rouge member, so on October 30th, which I'm filming this on the 31st, so yesterday I could start shopping and I would get 20% off with the code Holiday Fun. Yeah, Holiday Fun. And then on November 3rd, VIBs can start shopping and they get 15% off. And then on November 5th, Insiders can start shopping and they receive 10% off. And then it ends for everyone on November 9th. So I thought I would go through and do a get ready with me with my favorite products. My skincare is already done. Now I'm gonna prime. My favorite primer is the Bobbi Brown face base. I don't have one. I used mine up a few months ago. It is on my wish list. So every year my husband does my Christmas stocking and he asks me to send him photos of the products that I want from Sephora. And so that's one of the products I sent him was that. So instead of that today, I'm just gonna go ahead and use some other primers because that's the one I would recommend. It's really great if you have dry skin. If you have more oily skin, I'm not sure you would enjoy it. It's a very thick cream, but it's beautiful. It makes my makeup go on smoother and just the finished look is nicer. So that's probably my favorite all-time primer. So I don't have that today. I'm just gonna go in with other primers and then I'll come back when I'm ready for a foundation. Okay, so I'm gonna clip my bangs out of the way here. So I used to use the Beauty Blender sponges, but I don't anymore. So I'm gonna be using an e.l.f. one. But the foundation I'm going to use today is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. And this is the Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream plus Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum. It's a 50 SPF and I have it in the shade Fair. This is a great product. So I'm just going to take a pump on the back of my hand. It says it's a CC cream, but I would say it's more like a traditional foundation. But this is my most repurchased foundation from Sephora, and I just dot it around like that. And then I go in with a sponge. That's my favorite way to apply it, and just blend it out. So there you can see that gives probably medium coverage. It's a really nice foundation. It blends easy. I think their shade range isn't great, but for me this is a light enough shade. Yeah, it's really nice. I find that it doesn't sink into my lines. It blends out smooth. It wears even through the day. So this is definitely my most repurchased foundation and I really love that product. And then my favorite concealer is this one by Clinique, and it is the Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. It's a really nice concealer, but I will say this about it. I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand. It goes on very light, because I do believe I have the lightest shade. I have Very Fair 02 in this, and it does, you'll see it goes on very light, so I just put a little bit there. Like that, and then just I take whatever's left in the areas I want to brighten a little bit and put it more in those spots. But this oxidizes like crazy. So what I did was, when I was in the store, I put a couple of the shades on the back of my hand, and then I went in, I just sat there for a couple minutes to see how they oxidized, because it does really deepen up. But it's a great concealer because it doesn't settle into the lines. Like, no matter what I use, I do get a little bit of settling, but it's hydrating. It doesn't dry out my under eyes, which some concealers can. I feel like it spreads nice and easy. It blends really well. And again, it doesn't settle like some of them do, and it doesn't dry out my under eyes, which is what I'm looking for. And I feel like the coverage is pretty good. It looks very light right now, but it does definitely deepen up a bit as it sits. And I mostly, when I put concealer, focus it on the inner corner, and then I just sort of spread whatever's left out, because all of my wrinkles are on this. Well, not all of them, but the majority around the outer corner here. If you hear squeaking, that's Albie. And then blend this out. Okay, and then I don't set my under eye because no matter what powder I use, it makes it look more dry. I struggle with dryness under there, but I do set the lid a little bit. And so I'm gonna talk more about this palette when I do my blush, bronzer, and highlight. But this is the new Hourglass Quad, the ambient one. And I'm gonna take this powder up here in the top corner. It's the finishing powder in Soft Light. And I'm just gonna take a very little bit on the brush and just dab that on that upper lid. Again, I don't do my lower lid because I find that it just makes it look dry. It doesn't matter. I've tried so many powders and I haven't found one yet that works for that, but this one works for my lid just to stop it from creasing in the day. And then I'm gonna go in with a liquid blush, and my favorite blushes right now, well, I have two. So I do really love these cream blushes by Fenty. This is in Petal Poppin. You can see it's well used. I really like these. These are great. So newer to me is the Rare Beauty one, and this is in the shade Grace. These are really nice, but I don't put it directly on my face because it's so pigmented. So I take a little bit on the back of my hand, like that, and then I blend it out with my sponge, and then I go in that way because I feel like if you try to put this directly on your face, it's gonna be a lot to try to blend it out. They're very, very pigmented. Such a pretty, soft, subtle flush. I really like that. And then for liquid highlight, I'm gonna go in again with the Rare Beauty, and this one is in Enchant. And again, I take a little bit on the back of my hand. And then blend it with my sponge and apply it that way. This is a very, very soft highlight. It's really pretty. They're really nice. And then for cream bronzer, my favorite is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer. So I had a little mini one. I've actually had two, and both times the mechanism to twist it up has broken. So I scooped it out, and I've actually just got it in a container here, so that's how I'm gonna use it. This is my favorite cream bronzer, but I'm not sure after I'm done using it out of that container I'm gonna buy it because I'm nervous to buy the full size, you know, and spend the $50 and have it not twist up, and then I've got to put it in Tupperware again to use it. So I just take a little bit and I do my forehead. Sometimes I'll do down here a little bit, but mostly I just do my forehead, just the top of my forehead with that. And it's a great bronzer. It blends out so nice. But again, I'm not sure about that twist up mechanism. So for powders, I'm gonna go in and do my T-zone. My favorite right now is the Ciate London Everyday Vacay, and it's not carried by Sephora. So I'm gonna go in and do my T-zone, and then I'll come back and we'll go through some of the other Sephora products that I love. Okay, so I went in and I just set my T-zone with a little bit of a loose powder. And then I'm gonna go in and just go over everything with this Hourglass one. This is the Ambient Lighting Infinity Powder. It's such a beautiful powder. It just gives the skin this softest glow. I mean, I'm a huge fan of all the Hourglass products, but this powder especially is so pretty. I think it is limited edition, but when I looked, it was still on the Sephora website. Okay, and then for blush, bronzer, and highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass palette. So this is the Ambient Lighting Edit Mini Sculpture Unlocked. And I got this maybe 3-4 weeks ago now at this point. And it looks like that. So you've got a finishing powder, blush, highlight, and bronzer. I've used this almost every day since I got it. It's so beautiful. It's it's expensive because I think this is $75 on the Canadian Sephora website, but 20% off, that helps. And I feel like the value's there because you've got all 4 of your powders here, and you get to try all of the Hourglass products. 4 of the Hourglass products you can try in one compact. So I love their powders. So I'm going to go in first with the blush shade here. Look how pretty that blush is. It's gorgeous. And then I'm going to go in with the highlight. And then a little bit of the bronzer. Okay, and then for brows, I like most things from Benefit, so I like their Precisely My Brow. I just used one up. Actually, I had that for quite a few months. It did last quite a while. But I feel like with the the precision brow pencils, Anastasia makes a great one I've used, Hourglass makes a great one, but so do the drugstores, and I feel like there's little difference between them. So I have this one from e.l.f. I love this one. It works great. It works just like all of those ones. It's a little tiny tip on it there, you can see. So I feel like that's my favorite way to do my brows, is to go in with a micro pencil. But also another one that I like is the Ka-Brow. This is the mini size, and I've had this for quite a while. Ka-Brow in the shade number 5. And so, like I said, this is the mini. They do make a larger one, but it comes with this little brush and then a pomade in the little pot. And if you want a quick brow, this is great for that because it just goes on, and then you could just top it with a clear gel to hold it in place. Or if your brows are, not as unruly as mine, maybe you could just even get away with this one product. I am going to go in with a clear brow gel, but I'll put this on and then I'll talk about that clear brow gel as well. But this is a great product for a quick, easy brow. Okay, and that's the brow pomade in there. And then I just go in and I spoolie through just to even it out a little bit. So like that, and then I go in with a clear gel. The Anastasia Beverly Hills one is my favorite. It comes with a really big mascara sized wand on it, and it's great. It doesn't make them crusty. It just really holds well. And even though this wand is super big, when you pull it out, it's not covered in product. So it just puts the right amount in the brows. And that's, I've been using this. This is probably my 2nd or 3rd one of these. It's a great clear brow gel. I'm sure there are cheaper ones, but I keep buying this one. So for mascara, I don't have a Sephora pick because I feel like the best thing is these L'Oreal. This combo here, this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, or they make a Lash Paradise Primer. Both are great. I feel like it's the exact same product. And then I go in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. And even if you can get a good, there are lots of good mascaras at Sephora, and even on sale, it's not going to come close to how cheap this is. And I've yet to try one that's better than this product. So I'm going to go ahead and put my mascara on, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about setting sprays and lips. Hi there. So clearly it's the next day. When I finished filming that video and I went to edit it, at the end of the video, the audio and the video didn't line up. So I tried to correct that and fix it and was unable to. So I'm just gonna continue on here where the audio messed up on the last one, and that was at setting sprays. So I don't have the same makeup on, obviously hair's different, clothes are different, all those things, but still my favorite products from Sephora are my favorite products. So that doesn't change. For setting sprays, the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. If you haven't tried this, get one. Whether it's on sale or not, I think these are $20. They last a long time, and it is the most beautiful, I don't even know if you'll be able to see that, but it's this super fine mist. It has this light, fresh smell, and it takes any makeup that I've done and just helps it melt into my face so it looks more natural. So highly recommend these. If you haven't tried one, grab one during the sale or at any point even. And then for lip products, last this time last year when they had the holiday savings event. There was a couple sets I grabbed. So I have 3 of these fresh ones. These are the little minis. I think there was 5 in the set, and I think the other ones, they're around here somewhere, but they are these beautiful lip balms that have a bit of color to them. It's a great value because, like I said, I've had these a year now and I haven't gone through any of them, and I use them all the time. And then also last year I got the FENTY Gloss Bomb set. So it came with these 4 minis. And again, I'm never, you know, to go through a gloss just takes me forever. So they do have this again available this year. I think the shades are different, but this is a great gloss formula. And then they also, from Buxom, had little duo sets of the minis. Another one of my favorite lip glosses is the Buxom one. So highly recommend any of those. I'm gonna put on this one by Rare Beauty. So this came in the little set that I got. They had a holiday set and it had these 4 products. So it had these 2 of the liquid blush, and then it had this liquid lip, which is beautiful, but I've already worn that. I think I wore that in that video. It is so pretty and comfortable and easy to wear. And then it also came with a little, I think this is just a tinted lip balm, but it's almost more like a very hydrating lipstick. So I'll put that on so you can see. It has tons of color. But once it's on, you can't even feel it. Like, it just feels like a really nice lip balm. So I'm really happy with that. I'd like to get that in another set. Lots of things that I would recommend on top of these, but these are sort of my favorite products that I use over and over again from Sephora. So I'll put all the details on the products. I'll have those linked below, as well as prices, and I'll put the dates for this Sephora sale. So happy shopping. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.